Hi guys, my name is Yana, and in this video I'll show you guys 65 blanket crochet ideas. I haven't done an idea video in like over a month, so bear with me if I mess things up. All the patterns will be linked in the description down below, and I also recommend watching this video to the end because if you find a pattern you like in the first 5 ideas, if you don't like the color that the tutorial already has and you're not really creative like me, I really struggle with finding colors for a pattern, then just watch until you find a different tutorial maybe that has a color scheme that you like. So for number 1, we have a very basic white and blue stripe blanket. It looks like it uses single crochets with maybe chunkier yarn. Then we have a Dorothy throw blanket. Now this one looks absolutely insane because it has like square stitching. Then we have a crochet star blanket, and then we have a farmhouse blanket, which looks really cool. And again, the colors, you can also switch out the colors for different colors, but you can keep that like one big stripe, one thin stripe, one thin stripe, one big stripe kind of pattern. Then we have a Bernat blanket. Again, this one looks like it uses some fluffy yarn and then has just single crochets or possibly double crochets. Then we have another one, it uses like fluffy yarn, and purple blankets are so cute. My blanket is purple right now. Oh, that looks so cute. Then we have a granny square blanket. Now honestly, I've been dying to make one because it is so easy. I mean, it's just straightforward, right? Except if you are going for like a multiple color thing. But I mean, up to you. Then we have a bag o' day. Oh no, that's probably the YouTuber. Oh, it seems like that they just did a shell cluster from a granny square and then worked it on a chain and then went up, you know, instead of a square granny square, they just used the stitch and went flat, which is really cool. Then we have a vintage crochet daisy chain throw blanket. This one looks knit, I have to say, probably because it goes like up and down, but it looks so pretty. And yeah, a throw blanket, I think that's like where you put it on the like bottom, like 2/3 of the bed, and then you like throw it. It just like looks for design. I mean, it looks really nice. Then we have another blanket, obviously a beginner friendly crochet blanket. Not much info, but looks really cool. Then we have again no title, but just a blanket. And then we have another like probably shell stitch blanket, but this one, the colors on this are actually pretty cool. I think they used like a ball of yarn that already had color changes in there, but in between that color changing yarn they added in a row of white or like off-white kind of beigey color, which is really nice. Then we have a picot blanket. Picot, I don't know, but it looks really cool because there's like these things in the middle, and again the colors are very autumny. Not looking forward for the cold weather, honestly. But anyways, this one looks so cozy. Then we have a pink blanket, and at the end they added in like those carpet details, which I love. I don't know, I've never seen it for a like blanket necessarily. Most of the times I always see it on throw blankets or on carpets. Next we have a modern arrow throw. The stitching looks insane. I really wonder how they did that, honestly. Then we have a vintage wallpaper throw blanket. Pretty cool, and they added like a thing on the side, like a rim trim. Yeah, I don't know. Then we have this really cool like different stitches added up into one. So cool. Then we have another easy blanket, and then we have another granny square one, but this time it's like a rectangle one, so a granny rectangle blanket. And then we have a watercolor ridges blanket. So honestly, this looks so cool, and the yarn, I'm loving the yarn because it's just like brown and beige, and I mean it's a perfect color, you know. Then we have a granny square baby blanket. So cool, and I love the blue and white color combination. Then we have like a very vintage looking blanket. Yes, this one looks so cool, and the turquoise is so pretty. Then we have this very like tablecloth-esque blanket. It's very light and it looks like it uses thin yarn, but the stitching is really crazy. And then we have a pretty simple, you know, throw blanket for 6 hours. And honestly, blankets, you expect them to take a while, and I know it will, but honestly I really want to make a blanket because then you can like watch through an entire show if it's a long one, or multiple like movie series. Then once you're done with a blanket, you will have the blanket as a reminder of the show you watched. So you definitely, when you're making a blanket, you want to put on something that you love, so every time you are using the blanket you are reminded of it. For me personally, I know I mention this in every single video and I don't know when I will stop mentioning this, because if I ever make a blanket I will definitely watch My Little Pony whilst making it, because it has 9 seasons and like 20 something episodes in every season, and every episode is like 20 minutes, and it's like my comfort show. So if I ever make one, I know it's gonna be My Little Pony, because blanket equals comfort, My Little Pony equals comfort, crochet also equals comfort. So mix those all up together and then I'm not gonna make a themed blanket, but you get what I mean. I need to stop talking. Then we have a Harley Quinn blanket. I don't think that's how you pronounce that because there's no Y, but really cool. And again, the colors, yeah. Then we have a granny square blanket with like daisies, and for granny square blankets you can make literally any granny square. I mean, there are probably like car granny squares to flower granny squares. And then we have a everlasting innocence crochet. Why is that name so ominous? I don't know how to say that word. I remember I talked to my brother and I said it and he was like, what the hell did you say? And I was like, I don't know, and then he corrected me, but I forgot what the correct word was. Omnis? Well, anyways, why is that such a weird and creepy name for a blanket? Everlasting innocence. Okay, anyways, next we have a cloud blanket. So cool. And then, oh my god, the colors look insane. I especially recommend, if you don't do striped or single colors, I recommend using whatever this is called, color changing yarn, because it is so pretty. Similar to, I just have to say, okay, you know me, like this yarn I'm using for a top, it's obviously not going to be a blanket because it's mohair, but look how pretty color changing yarn is. The only infuriating part that I've come across is when working on the second panel. I need to stop talking, sorry. And then we have, this is Eats, okay, you know, a simple blanket, and then a granny square ripple blanket, looks pretty cool. And then we have a, you know, blanket stitch, another one. I love the colors on this one, I have to say that. I love the colors on this one. Then we have a chunky star stitch blanket crochet pattern, you know, size tutorial, everything. And they also added like a nice little side thingy. I don't know how to say it, rim, trim, yeah, whatever. And then we have a baby blanket, really cool. Then we have, oh my god, this looks so cuddly. I especially recommend using like fluffy yarn. Obviously, I mean, I doubt you'll pick like mohair for a blanket, but still. Then we have this like coquette baby blanket, and then another ripple stitch blanket, and then this like puffy green. Oh, imagine this, off track, but imagine this as a carpet. That would totally be like a mossy carpet look, or I mean obviously blanket, because carpet blanket's kind of the same thing if you crochet it at least. Then we have this really funky like ripple stitch thingy, whatever, and then a crochet heirloom baby blanket. You know, I mean, that basically crochet is basically an heirloom, but like, I mean, if you make something you can just give it to your kid or your sister or your brother or your family, and then it'll become an heirloom eventually. Then we have a this very like Christmassy themed, and I love the cat. Then we have a Tunisian crochet blanket, which is crazy because I mean, I would not think to Tunisian crochet blanket. You're not asking for my opinion, but I don't know if that sounds comfortable. Maybe it's because I used wrong yarn. Maybe because I used yarn that I wouldn't use for a blanket, but I don't feel like Tunisian crochet would, because it's very like dense. Well, up to you. I mean, I would rather, I mean, you don't care, but if I would Tunisian crochet a blanket, I would rather just knit it. I don't know how to knit. But anyways, next we have this insane, I mean, look at the crochet hook. That looks tiny. How long? Oh my god, some people are just so talented. Then we have this like 10 star blanket. I don't know, I'm not really that talented at math, but this is, you know, a star blanket but with more stars. And then we have a cottage vibes throw blanket. Is it? Do people just call throw blankets throws? Because I've never heard of that term before. But anyways, then we have a mosaic crochet blanket. Mosaic. Really cool though. And then a crochet Magnus throw. Yeah, I feel like people just call blankets throw. But damn, that looks insane. The colors look really nice, and it very looks, I know my English. Then we have this really cool, like, again, ripple blanket, and then we have a 8-point star blanket. Oh, the other one was whatever. Really cool. Love the colors, very autumny. And then we have another ripple blanket. There's so many ripple blankets. And we have a slanted shell blanket. Super cute. I feel like I forgot. What did I used to say to like crochet videos? Like, because I don't really know what to comment on them. Comment, like, seriously, okay, just if you watch my videos, or if you're a new watcher of like me but you watch crochet idea videos, what do you want the other person to add? Or do you not want me to add anything? Because then it won't, because then I'll shut up. But I genuinely don't know, because I feel like if I say next we have an iris in bloom crochet throw blanket, then we have this one, and then we have this one, it feels kind of, you know, but whatever, you don't really care. I keep talking. But anyways, this blanket looks really cool. Again, it's the one with the cat. Love that. Then we have like a double crochet in the back loop only blanket. Now, whew, that'll take a while, but then again, blankets will take a while, so I'd recommend using thicker yarn just in general, but maybe I just like to take the shortcut. This one looks so cool. This is like the gingham it's not gingham actually, it's totally different. It's like with lines. I don't really know what it's called, but this is so cool. I always see it in scarves, obviously, and it's the prettiest like design thingy mabob I've ever seen. Then we have this like easy daisy puff blanket, really cool. Then another one without a name, but it looks still really cool. And then this looks funky because of the color changes, but it looks so cute. Then we have another blanket. I don't really know what it's called, but it looks really cool. Then a like, I don't know what that, maverick blanket, really cool. And a Scandi meadow blanket. This one is, ooh, very intricate. Love that though. A bonfire blanket. Then we have a alpine stitch blanket and a easy crochet blanket. Oh, what? That was it? Really? Damn, that was the list. That's cool. That was actually the list. I don't know how long this video is. How long is that? I feel like it's very short. 60 minutes? Oh, this can be like a 10-minute video, huh? Well, I don't mind. Editor me will be happy, really. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Sorry for like disappearing for a month after I said that I would post 3 times a week. Guess that burnt me out. I don't know. I don't even have an excuse. I just felt lazy and I didn't post or edit or do anything. See you guys next time. Bye.